back.
All right.
Here on the D-pad.
I mean, I was going to save the game, but you already started the episode, so now the viewers get to see a save.
Oh, no, they get to... No.
All right. I'm John.
I'm Rick.
I am Ben.
You're
Ooh.
Ben. That's correct.
This is not what I would have imagined.
Oh, no.
This is not what I would have imagined for the room, and I like the fact that Giovanni's like in a back room, so he's not as visible here.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this looks like a fucking bank.
Yeah, it feels about right. Oh, god damn it. There's an item here?
Were there? I think these panels were also in the Viridian Gym before.
Well, it's the exact
the yellow
same
panel should be a stop panel.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they're intentionally, like the idea is they're meant to remind you of the rocket hideout.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
Hey, friendo.
our gym leader's back. I'm curious. Two things, honestly. One, if any of these trainers even imply that they know the deal with Giovanni, like his actual like life outside of here, and B, or two, whichever one we did, I don't know.
All right, cool.
Is if Giovanni is going to be in his usual like Yakuza outfit,
Actually.
or if he's going to be in something that is a little more like gym leader-esque. It would be kind of neat if he had like a completely different outfit, because he's like, oh, I'm the ground gym leader. What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I hope they do something with it.
Kinda neat.
My hopes aren't high.
I'm not expecting it. It'd be nice, though.
All of your ideas are good. I was beaten. Yeah, you had one Pokemon.
It's a
and I
shame
killed
that he
it.
had to hurry up and get dressed this morning. Couldn't put on his 4-belt coat.
Nice.
Thank you. I worked hard on
Oh, I'm not looking forward to
that. Why are there blue ones?
this shit.
Like, what's the difference between the green ones and the blue ones?
Great question. Science has no way of knowing.
Oh, I figured out one is green, one is blue.
Tamer Cole.
Tamer, I hardly knew her.
Hey-o.
Ah.
On that note, let's blast this thing into Oblivion.
Alright.
All right. Now, actually, is this going to be worse?
So I'm not going to lie. I was definitely kind of relying on like, oh, well, we're going to have 2 face-offs back-to-back, so if I need to like make any quick corrections from the 7th face-off, I can do that really easily for the 8th one. And now I'm like, well, shit. I'm not like, Charizard, Mega Charizard is obviously going to be a problem, but like, it's kind of like, oh, I don't have any of those dudes in my actual team, so that's a pretty unexpected curveball coming out of nowhere.
Oh, shit. I mean,
So I
if
was
you
like,
want to
fuck.
say I can't use it, I'm okay
No,
with
you
that.
can use it. Like it'd be very stupid to suddenly like throw a rule and be like, well, that's not fair. Like that's how this whole thing works. Is that
we
unexpected
both
shit?
Thought
is
it was
supposed to-
post game, but okay. I mean,
I definitely thought. I think you can do other Mega Evolutions in post game,
oh, so okay.
but it's you're not even gonna be able to really test it in here, are you? There's not a lot of safe places to do that.
Well, not with. Actually, it would be pretty safe to test it with Venusaur.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have. Do you have a Venusaur on you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have Venusaur also. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was thinking entirely Charizard. So Venusaur wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I guess, but
Well, Venusaur like against a Rhyhorn would be no
that'd be probably okay.
nothing. You know. Hey, Kelly. Nido Queen. Armor boobs.
Yeah. Yep. We're all thinking it. It looks like it's someone who is making I can't remember the name of the material. It was really popular a couple years back for making like cosplay armor. And it's like
Foam.
well, not foam, but
I know what you're talking about. You tried to use it for your Shovel Knight.
yeah, it can be melted pretty easily with or molded really easily with a bit of heat. And then you kind of form make stuff out of it. It might even have form in the name, and I'm forgetting it, but yeah, it looks like someone who's currently just kind of letting one dry to like use as the basis for an armor or like a plaster kind of deal or something.
Interesting.
Boop.
Actually, I am. After you, I'm going to go to a Pokemon Center.
Ugh, makes enough sense.
I want that sweet PP.
Oh, baby.
I don't know how else to say it.
I didn't realize that Nurse Joy was into that, but you know.
Heyo.
Wow. All right.
And
So,
time
yeah,
is
here we-
really weird too. Like,
we're back. Okay, I was
the
like
twin
in the
paradox
game,
and all
what?
that shit. Like,
Which one's the twin paradox?
so if
That over an infinite amount of time, someone who is effectively also like another you would have to.
no, that's
occur?
more like the many worlds theory.
Okay.
I think the twin paradox refers to the idea that if it doesn't have to be twins, it could be you and me, right?
Sure.
So like, you're gonna sit on the couch,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get in a spaceship and fly away.
Oh,
We'll both experience
talking time
time at
dilation.
going the same rate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will live far longer in your eyes
Yeah.
than you will. That's probably
'Cause,
the
yeah, by
worst way
traveling-
possibly to
So
say that.
the
but-
real crux of what happens with time dilation is essentially the faster you move, the slower time passes for you.
yeah.
But it's all relativistic, and so if you went at light speed to the other side of the galaxy and back, obviously neither of us would survive that like long enough for that to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know how many light years it is to the end of the
yeah.
galaxy, but regardless, if you went all the way there and back, the amount of time that passes for me would be substantially more
Yes.
than the time that passed for you personally.
Yep.
It's not time travel. It essentially just means that, your internal clock is moving more slowly.
Right, and then, but it's interesting. The reason, the mechanics behind that are because the faster you travel, the more your mass increases. Another reason why that the
Being
speed
overweight
of causality
will make you live longer.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. That light speed is sort of a speed limit because if you could go any faster, you would have infinite mass, which would crash reality.
It would basically, it would
it's
break
like dividing by
existence.
zero.
Yeah.
So that's another reason for that, or
Yep.
not a reason, but you could say that.
Right.
And then, so what happens is the bigger your mass is, the more you're distorting space-time. Because space and time aren't separate things, even though we experience them as such.
There's there's a great image that I've seen that kind of represents, commonly, I guess, the relationship between mass and time, which is basically, it looks like a whirlpool. It looks like if you've ever seen, like,
The bowling ball on the rubber sheet?
The
Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Well, I mean, so in like rivers and locks and stuff, if they have like a drain that they have for like a secondary like outway for water to pass through to like lower water levels, when they kind of unplug that or release the thing that's doing that, you have this. It looks like a black hole in the middle of a river, and it's all being sucked down into that. And it's got a very similar kind of look to that, but it's basically a circular kind of tug downward. And it's meant to essentially represent how, like, the closer you get to an infinite mass, the slower, like, the more time is distorted and the more time slows down. And
Yep. And then you can also look at it as a graph. And if you graph one dimension of time and one dimension of space, the faster your speed, the faster you move along the dimension of space.
Yeah.
But the slower you move along the dimension of time, which is counterintuitive to how we experience other dimensions, which is very interesting. So anyway, I have gone on a deep rabbit hole with this shit, and I find it very... It actually does, if you dig deep enough, it does kind of feel like the same as reading, like, the old books of the alchemists.
It really, that's the thing, right? Like, looking into any dimensions above the third one, it gets to a point where it's like mathematical philosophy, basically, where it's like all of this stuff we can weirdly prove exists in certain ways, but we literally just can't envision them in a meaningful way.
String theory literally solves all the problems with our theories, but it's like, but you have to assume we have another 8 dimensions. They're just really little, though, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it's like, what? And then it's just like, what does that mean? How can a dimension be little?
Right.
And it's
and so that also doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I've heard someone try to explain, like, how the other dimensions work, like, as all right, so here's length, and then, width is kind of moving perpendicular to that, and then height is moving perpendicular to those two. So if you've got time, then the 5th dimension is perpendicular to time, and the 6th is perpendicular. And I'm just like, that one requires a 3-dimensional frame of reference to make any visual sense for an explanation, and also implies that perpendicular to time means anything to anyone.
Right. Although time is the 4th dimension and space-time is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a complete explanation of everything.
Right.
So when we are visualizing objects of different dimensions, you would say a an object with 4 spatial dimensions. So you can visualize that without
and that's where you get like a
considering
tesseract,
time.
basically.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's a 4th spatial dimension.
Right. And so if we talk about it like, what is a line, but something that's bounded by 2 points?
Yep.
What is a square, but something that's bounded by 4 lines? What is a cube, but something that's bounded by 6 squares? Yep. So the next thing would be bounded by what?
Like 8
cubes?
Yeah.
What the fuck
Which
does that
is like
mean?
that doesn't mean,
but like,
because we don't have a frame of reference really for a 4th dimension.
Right. And a lot of people are starting to theorize that. Oh shit!
Ah, that's a cool reveal. That's a great way to. It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Our puny human minds may just not have what it takes to really like, think through this. Which I'm totally fine with. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep going back and forth on that. I'm thinking I might put him up front so I can try the.
May as well be worth at least looking at.
And he's tanky enough that I'm not too worried.
Yeah, in the worst case, if it isn't set up properly, then it's like, oh, okay, I guess we need something else still.
Hey, girl.
All right. You just hanging out with those Pokemon food?
My best friend.
All right. Oh, interesting. Wait, to its former glory.
Yeah, remember we ruined it?
The rocket hideout in Celadon was the main hideout of... I'd always assumed that was just kind of a side thing.
I don't feel like I thought about this or prepared for this because I was talking about space time.
Entirely possible. Here we go.
Doog Trio.
All right. So he's got 4.
All right. So
there should presumably be an option in fight to... Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's just on?
Because the moves don't change.
All right.
Because the Z moves were a thing from Sun and Moon.
Oh, right. Okay. Big dumb Pokemon.
I will admit, it is pretty
a bigger,
cool.
dumber Pokemon.
It is pretty nice to see Mega Evolution come back.
It's fine. I
thought it was a neat mechanic, and clearly they did too, because they kept failing to replicate the magic of it with Z moves and Dynamax and Gigantamax, but...
Yeah, they all just seem really gimmicky to me. Mega Evolutions are a little less so, but still pretty bad.
I think at this point, it's because they've tried reinventing the wheel so many times with it that it's kind of made things, more complicated, but...
Not quite.
Earthquack. Oh, actually, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember.
I am poison, right? So that's actually not good.
It looked like it was neutral. So grass, I guess, resists poison. Resists ground. That was my thing. Was like, I don't remember if grass resists ground. Like Mega evolved and as leveled up as we are. I don't think this was going to be a problem. But it was just like, that could be a thing.
Yeah, Earthquake's never been good for me.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like Earthquake, and as soon as I said it, I was like, everything flashed back at once, and I'm just like, oh no.
I have this weird feeling that Rhydon can learn Thunderbolt, so I'm not putting out Jormungandr.
It might.
I don't know. It just sounds...
I don't know.
My brain was telling me, like, don't use Gyarados, don't use Gyarados.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't
whatever.
learn it naturally. But
No,
I don't
of
think
course,
I don't think Giovanni. I don't think the gym leaders use TM moves, but I'm not certain.
I don't know. And like this guy might. He's like the best one.
I mean,
he's also a known criminal, breaking the law, etc.
There we go. And that was it, I think, right?
No, there's got to be one more, right?
Okay, no, we got one more.
Nidoqueen. I don't think I gained any levels or looked at any TMs or did any candies. Fuck.
Oh, you did a shitload of candies right before Blaine.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think you literally bottomed out your candies.
That's probably fair.
Which was also basically my other insurance policy after the last one was like, or actually before going into the last one, I was like, all right, if John beats me and I can at least make it close, I've got my candy. And I haven't touched him like in half the game.
Right.
So like that is a thing that can be utilized if I need like an emergency ripcord. So that'll probably.
I mean, I still have to beat
me.
you 2 more times to win. That was not an intense fight. That was pathetic.
Yeah, that was a very short fight.
You're garbage. Yet again, I am defeated. Here's your Earth badge. Yeah.
Please stop embarrassing me.
Yeah. All Pokemon obey you.
All right.
And this TM is a gift for the trainer who days to check out blah, 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 blah. Earthquake.
Hey, it's Earthquake.
No shit.
Oh, boy. Whoa, wait, he made the Earthquake TM?
Yeah, I mean, he's, self-co. I don't know, maybe. It's unclear what a TM really is, too.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Team Rocket is finished. That's not really true, is it?
Yes and no. So,
Cool.
the story that...
You're still under arrest for war crimes.
Well, in Gold and Silver, Giovanni is gone, but the 3 remaining admins of... the 3, subordinates of his are trying to revive Team Rocket and really can't quite manage to do so.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess that's it for Pikachu.
All
Come
right.
back next time we'll take on Giovanni and Eevee.
All right,
See
I'm
you then.
excited. Love you, bye.